Stampers, Deb Valder here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you a few more of my favorite picks from the 2015 Occasions catalog. This is what the catalog looks like when it comes in your mailbox, and it looks like it's the Celebration catalog, but it's not. It's actually the catalog for the mini catalog, and it's just advertising that the Celebration catalog is coming up. So this is what the actual catalog looks like itself. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And this is what the Celebration catalog looks like. Okay, don't get them confused. There is a little catalog for the Celebration, and that means that everything in here is free with a $50 order. So let me just show you a couple more of my favorite picks. I've been showing you things that I've loved, and this is one of them. You know Valentine's Day is coming up fast. I know we haven't even had Christmas yet, but Valentine's Day is coming up fast right after Christmas, so we want to get started about at least thinking of it. And on January 6th, you can start ordering these products. So I'm going to just kind of highlight what I'm showing you. This is a new embossing folder. This is our new chalkboard paper and our new chalk ink. It's absolutely gorgeous. Let's get started, and I'll show you how to do this. I started off with a piece of cardstock that was 11 by 4 1/4, and I scored it at 5 1/2. All right, so that's my base card. And then I took a piece of cardstock, which is pink pirouette, and I just cut it. This one is 4 by 5 1/4, and I always cut out the middles or punch out the middle, or just to save paper. And then here is my, this one is actually 5 by 3 3/4, and my piece that's going to go on top that I'm actually going to emboss is going to be 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. All right, so those are my layers. The first thing that I did was I used my new, brand new embossing folder. It is absolutely adorable, and it has the hearts, and if you look at it, it looks like it's upside down. All the hearts are going the wrong way, but I am so excited to say that this is exactly the way you want it to go. If you're doing a freestanding piece, just a layer onto your cards, it doesn't matter which way the design goes, but when you're using this to do an entire card, this is a full card base, and if I was to do this and these hearts were going the other way, they would have been upside down. So what I'm going to show you is if I put this in here, this is the fold of my card. If I put this in here to run it through the Big Shot, you're going to see that the hearts are going the right way. The words are upside down, but that's because you think that the embossing folder is upside down. So when I get it out, let me just show you. This is my full sheet of cardstock, and then what I have here is the hearts going the right way. So when you look at it, the hearts are not going the wrong way. I just wanted to point that out. So I ran that through my embossing folder, and that is that piece right there. Now let's get our adhesive and start putting things together. I like to use my silicone mat just because it's much easier. You don't get your entire work surface all dirty. So I'm using my fast fuse, and I'm using my silicone mat to adhere things together. So I'm going to adhere this one to this. And then we'll take our piece of, well, we're going to take our piece of pink pirouette. Let me just get this one straight here. And then we're going to take and glue this one together. And you see how much you're saving paper on this? Okay, there we go. Nice and straight. And then we're going to take and adhere this to our card base. But first, the first thing that we have to do is to actually add our piece of ribbon right here. So I have just a tiny piece of ribbon cut and ready to go. And I'm just going to take and put a little bit of adhesive on both ends of this. And that's where our silicone mat comes in absolutely handy, handy, handy. Okay? So I'm just going to take and add this to the bottom base of my card right here. And just wrap it around. Oop. Here we go. Let's get that straight here. Okay. That's ready for our bow, and it's ready for our other pieces. So I cut out this piece of basic gray, and I'm going to use that to punch. So let me just get these pieces out of the way, and I'll get out my heart punch. And again, this lends itself beautifully to this embossing folder. So I'm just going to take and I'm going to punch out one of my hearts. The next thing that I need to do is to That's the gray heart that's behind here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's the gray heart behind here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put this aside for a moment, and I'm going to get out my, this is my chalkboard paper, and it is absolutely exquisite. I've never used this before, so I've been playing with it a lot. It comes in a package of 10. These are the size pieces that we have, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. On one side, it's a little bit rougher than the other side. And this is the rough side, this is the smooth side. You can actually feel it. It almost feels like there's a little bit of wax on it. So when you get it, you want to feel, this looks more like cardstock, and this is great for crafting. On this side, the smooth side, is where you're going to use your chalk ink and your, this is our Stampin' Chalk marker. So the chalk part of it is on the side that I would, it's not greasy, but it's not, it's just, it's got a film on it. You can feel it. Whereas the back side of it feels more like cardstock, and this is where you would use your craft ink. Okay? So let me just show you. I just cut some pieces that will fit my heart punch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chalk ink first, and I'm going to stamp it because it does take a little time to dry. And what I did, you definitely want to buy the re-inkers to go with it. So if you buy the chalk, buy the re-inker to go with it. And make sure it's inked up very well every time you use it. Okay? I just re-inked these, so it is well inked. I'm just going to stamp it here in the middle. I am going to set this one aside to dry, but look at how gorgeous that is. And when it dries, it looks like chalk. You'll see the way it dries differently than when you first stamp it. It just looks wet when you first stamp it, and then it dries. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So let me just set this aside. You can also heat set this, which is what I usually do. And I have one that I've already done. And I'm just going to take my heart punch again, turn it upside down, and punch it out. Now another really cool thing that you can do with this, let me just punch. Another really cool thing that you can do with this is to, I'm just going to punch a second one to show you. You can take and use your chalk marker and just make little designs. So if you wanted to make little dots all the way around with your chalk marker, you could do that. And then maybe a line, and then some more dots and a line. And then it's just a really, really neat piece of paper. It is, you'll see me using it a lot. I'm going to use it with other stamps and craft ink. It's just fun to use. So I'm going to leave mine plain, but like I said, you can take your chalk marker and use it like a chalkboard. You can also use white craft ink on there also. Okay, so the next thing that I need to do, here's my card, is to start layering. Now this one is dry because I did it and I heat set it ahead of time. Let me get my silicone mat. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of this one, and I'm going to adhere that to my basic gray piece. And I'm just going to offset it just a tad bit, just like this. Okay? So here is my piece, and on the back of this, I'm going to take and I'm going to use some dimensionals on the back of this, and that one is going to be popped up right over my little heart right here. Okay, oops, I'm going to put this over here. Okay, so we've got this part and that. Okay, now I need to make my fork bow, and this is a triple fork bow made with the Pink Pirouette seam binding ribbon. I did use a fork bow because I just think that they are absolutely awesome. So we're just going to wrap this around here like this. I'm going to show you really fast. I do have another video on this, so make sure you go and check it out. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap it inside here. These are my figure eights. There's my second one, and this one is my third one. All right, take this, cut it, push it up so that I can get this piece into the bottom and up through the top. And now I just need to tie it. All right, again, I do have a video on this. I don't want to waste your time, but I just want to show you how cute this is. Okay, so I'm just going to tie it as tight as I can. I just pull as tight as can be, and then I just check it before I take it off, slide it off. And now the best part, let's just trim these off right here. And just fluff. Let's find that middle one. There we go. You see how cute that is? Oops, let me just trim that off. I pulled too hard on that one. And I'll make this one the same size. Okay, alrighty. Now let's just take a mini glue dot and put that right on the back of it, just like that. Always fold this over so we know right where the next one is. And lay that on there like that. And the last little thing that we have to do, let's get that out of the way because that's not very pretty. The last thing that we have to do is to add a few of our little pearls onto it. And I'm taking the littlest of the pearls, and I'm just going to take and put 3 of them on here, just like this. Okay, here is one. Oops, that one, I didn't grab the adhesive with it. There we go. 1. And 2. And last but not least is number 3. Okay, and there is my card. That chalk ink is absolutely gorgeous. I love my new chalk ink. You'll see me using it a lot. This chalkboard paper. I hope you. Oh wait, we forgot to add it to the base card. Isn't that funny? Okay, so now we need to add this to the base card. Now that we have that one piece of ribbon on there, we couldn't add it until we got that ribbon on there. So let's add it to the base card, and what a difference! Now you actually have a piece of a card that you can actually use. Here you go. Alrighty, there we go. I hope you enjoyed my post today. If you have any questions, give me a ring, and take care. Have a great day.